So today we're going to be expanding on what we've learned about food chains and talking about those, what you saw in the video. Does anyone know what those are called? It's a general term for what we call what the owl spit up. Marcus?
It's prey?
Yes, it is its prey, but we call them owl pellets.
Yeah.
So, all owls do this, and basically what happens is they will eat their dinner, and then after they eat and digest what they're eating, what they don't need, they spit back up, and they regurgitate it into the form of a pellet. How do we really know, as scientists, what animals eat? And that is what we're going to be talking about. The question for today is, what types of food does an owl eat? Now that we know our question, do we have any prior knowledge to what we think owls might eat? Josie? Mice. Mice. And remember, this goes in our K column for no. Emily? Rats. And remember, this is what we think we know. So, even if we're wrong, we might find out the answer at the end. That's a pretty good list so far. So, we're going to be investigating this today and actually determining whether owls do eat these things or whether they don't eat these things. So, does anyone have any idea how we'll find this out? Max? Pellets? Good. So we are going to be dissecting owl pellets today. We'll be working with the person sitting next to you. Alright? So what will happen, everyone will get a pair of gloves, which I'll pass out, and then one partner will come up and get a pair of these tweezers. A pair of the tweezers. No, not yet. A paper plate. And inside here we have owl pellets. This is a really big one, which I'm going to show you a little bit how to do that in a second. Since we're real scientists today and we're actually dealing with animals, we're going to wear our gloves to make sure we don't spread any germs of any sort. Alright? Okay, so once you have your gloves on, they're a little tricky. You're going to open up, so you'll have your paper plate, and the idea is on the paper plate has to remain the owl pellet at all times. Okay? So even when you're dissecting it, you need to keep all of the remains on the owl pellet. So you will take and you will open your owl pellet. They're wrapped in foil. This is what they look like, right? Cool. Pretty gross, right? Alright, so you'll take your set of tweezers, and remember, one per group. And what you'll do is you'll both have your gloves on, so you'll take your tweezers and get in there and kind of take and pull apart a little bit of pieces, right? So a lot of it's going to be this furry stuff, and you can just set that to the side. But then you'll have parts like here. We have a piece that I took a little bit of the fur off of. Does everyone see this?
Yeah.
Alright, so when you find pieces like this, we're going to sit it to the side, okay? And what we're going to do is while you're doing this, you're going to also pick up a bone sorting chart. Yeah. And you'll get to see what type of bones or animals are inside the pellet, okay? When you've worked with your partner on dissecting the owl pellet, you will also get a piece of paper and you'll glue them to your bones, to the construction paper, okay? So this could be a little tricky because it's bone, so what I want you to do is put a dab of glue on the paper and then put the bone on top of it. Okay? I will write these directions while you're dissecting on the board so you can refer to those. When you're done, you'll put it on the back table to dry. About 5 more minutes.
Put in the bone. Good. We found the
onto your piece of blue paper. On the board, under the L column, says when you're done, you need to get the glue bottle, glue the pieces to the blue paper, take the plate to the trash can by the door. Then you need to take a Lysol wipe out of that container, wipe off your desk, and wash your hands. And what could we say to answer our question of what types of food does an owl eat? Jordan.
They eat like rodent.
Okay. An owl eats other animals and then we should list some examples, right? So such as mice. What's something other than mice? Mice. Rats. Marcus? Moles. Gavin? Birds. Anything else? Emily? Squirrel. And they also, you won't be able to tell in a pellet of this size, but larger owls do eat small rabbits as well. So we can add that to our list. So how do we know this? How do we know that this is what an owl eats? AJ?
Because we looked through the pellet and we found bones of these animals.
Okay, so we found bones of other animals in our pellets, right? After we have done this investigation, what are we still thinking about? Do we have any wonderings?
Like what size owl did it come from? Like what size of the owl matters?
Good. So what type of owl did this pellet come from? Does the size of owl matter for what?
So what they eat.
For what they eat, okay.
And they eat animals bigger than they are.
Can they eat animals bigger than they are? Yesterday we talked about what? What was our scientific principle that we learned yesterday? Gavin?
The sun is like the main source of energy.
Yes. Okay. So what did we learn about the types of plants and animals in our food chain? There's a specific name that we learned for some of them, right? Does anyone remember the name? Sabina? Gavin?
Consumers.
Good. Consumers. So there's 3 types of consumers in the food chain. One of them,
Oh, decomposers.
one of the consumers only eats plants. Does anyone know what that is called? Marcus. Herbivore. The second one eats only meat. Does anyone know what that's called? Coral.
Carnivores.
Carnivore. Good. And the third one, does anyone know what that one's called? It's a combination. Good. Does anyone know what it's called? Omnivore. Since through our investigation, what type of consumer do we think an owl is? Jordan.
Omnivore.
Omnivore. Does it eat anything besides plants and animals?
Probably.